All right, so the plan for today is to feed the wiring for the AM gauges. One thing is, so I have 3 gauges. I have the True Boost, I have the X series oil pressure, and the X series wideband. So I need to feed all that wiring. The one thing I did with, I need to find that wire stuff first. The one thing I did with the oil, it might be in the car. So the one thing I did with the True Boost was that I didn't like how the wiring was from AM. It kind of, you know, I'll show you in a sec, but they kind of split, and it does it on the fuel pressure gauge. But yeah, so on the True Boost it split like that. I didn't like it, so I combined them into one tube because on the True Boost the wiring, you know, it is a lot shorter. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So the fuel pressure I probably won't be able to do that with, but I think we have all the wideband stuff up in here. I won't be able to show it. Yeah, it's all under there. But what I have to do to do this is I need to pretty much pull that. Well, I'll look under here. I kind of want to run it with the engine harness, but I'm not exactly sure if that goes all the way under the HVAC box. So we'll see. And then, like I said before, I'm going to mount the gauges up there, and I guess I could put them down here for now, but I'll probably just stick them up there and put some like double-sided sticky tape for the time being. I need to head over to the junkyard to get some parts for the FD. I can't even remember what I ordered. I know it's a few gaskets, but I also just got rid of a clutch for twin turbo 300ZX I had, because, you know, I have all this stuff sitting around. I'm kind of trying to liquidate, and you know, if I could get rid of most of the stuff, I probably could get rid of my semi-trailer, and probably I don't know if I want to get rid of the shipping containers because they're like watertight and like mouse proof, but definitely the semi-trailer kind of made me mad with the whole mouse situation. So I'm gonna head over to the junkyard and see if those gaskets come. All right, just leaving the junkyard. Got my gaskets. I guess I ordered the gasket for the housing for the water pump, and then a turbo return. And now I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do. So it's actually pretty late right now. It's dark out. I was messing around with, hanging out with Trevor and helping him do some stuff. But it looks like I got some packages. So hopefully what I need to finish the FD is in these. Okay, so I got a few packages. I still haven't got the bolts for the intake manifold or exhaust manifold. I'll kind of go over what I got. So we'll start with the first thing. I put them in here. I got some of these 3An to 1/16 NTP, and what those are for is so I could run hardline to the aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. So that is 1/16 NTP. Next, I got a piece of 3-inch stainless, well, polished stainless, as you can see right there, to make the downpipe for the FD. And I have some straight sections, so I should be able to complete the whole exhaust. I also have a V-band clamp, but this clamp is actually flanged, so I should be able to show you. So you can see there's a lip in there and in there, and these are stainless as well, so they actually flange together. And then I ordered this as well. I got this straight for here, but I also got this 45 just in case the straight doesn't work. So that's, you know, just in case, so I don't have to wait. And the last two things I got, I ordered this drill bit. It's a 45/64, and that's to drill this hole to 1/2 inch, so I could tap the 1/2 inch NTP in there. So I could do that tomorrow, and then I'll have that tapped. And the last thing, I'm actually pretty excited. I found one of these for as cheap as I did. So this is a centerline caliper, and it measures hole centers. So I can offset them here, and then I get exact hole measurements. So I'll show you how it works. So I'll turn it on. And if I wanted to get these two hole centers, I would just go like this. So it's 45.86 millimeters, and then you add on another 10.16 mils. And that's where the hole centers are. So it makes finding hole centers really easy. And then I was in package opening mode, so I didn't even notice that wasn't mine, and I was delivered to the wrong address. So I opened it, but you know, I'll seal it back up and put it back in the mail. A couple days ago, I designed this for the FD, and that was before I had this centerline caliper. So I want to design a return that goes to 12 An or 10 An. So I wanted to adjust the 10 An return on the 2J because the holes were a little off center, just probably I think 1 millimeter. And then I wanted to make one for the FD. I got that gasket, so I just need to, you know, modify this one and make this one. So I'm going to do that in CAD. Okay, so I finished the return for the FD. I also updated the one for the JZ. Yeah, it was like off a good like 0.1 millimeter on each side, so 0.2 altogether, and that makes sense because it was kind of tight. So this is what I came up with for the FD, and this is a 10 An thread right there, and it just goes to the 2-bolt and uses the factory gasket. So I shouldn't have any leaking issues, and I should have a nice, you know, clean return from the turbocharger. Just a straight to like a 45 or a 90, and just bolt right on. So I'll probably end up having this made pretty soon and test it out. I'll probably 3D print it first because that's the best way to test things. Make sure they're gonna fit. That's the end of this video. If you like the videos, make sure to subscribe, comment below. Also click the bell next to the subscribe button, that's for notifications. And if you like the CAD, give the video a thumbs up. I definitely, love doing CAD. It just takes a lot of time. And see you guys tomorrow.